Welcome back to Passionately Catholic. So, our topic today is the TV show The Bachelor, okay? Now this show is fundamentally flawed, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. And there's many different angles that we could take to look at that. But the one I really want to take a look at today is how the show is even structured, how it's even set up. There's an underlying corruption and a problem with this because the show is meant to be reality TV. Of course, you know, it's obviously not going to be reality, but there's a huge flaw in that you take a guy, the Bachelor, and you put him into this scenario in which there's all these women around him, and these women are supposed to basically impress him, compete for his attention, right? That is so corrupt, okay? Now, hear me out on this, okay? Maybe this is going to seem, you know, way old school, something like that, but just hear me out for a second. I believe that a guy needs to pursue a woman, that he needs to go outside of his comfort zone. He needs to overcome some of his boyishness, okay, his fears. He needs to be courageous. He needs to grow. He needs to expand, okay, and he needs to learn to live for somebody else. What ends up happening in The Bachelor is, you know, there's all these women around him, and I mean, he's like the total center of attention. This is a radical corruption of what we're called to be, I believe, as Christian men, as Catholic men. Okay, we need to see a woman and the beauty in that woman and then pursue her and win her love over, rather than us being surrounded by, you know, just a couple dozen of beautiful women who they want to win the show too, of course. So they're trying to impress us, and there's cameras, and you know, there's all these things that make the show so radically corrupt. But when a man does not get out of his comfort zone, when he does not become courageous enough to pursue a lady and to impress her and to win her heart, there's something that he doesn't achieve, right? And there's this emptiness, I think, in him as well, because I think that inside of every man there's this longing, this desire to be a hero, and he needs to become her hero. He needs to show her that she is more important than he is, that he will sacrifice for her, that he will truly, and this is where it really gets to the key, that he's going to love her more than himself. And in The Bachelor, he just has no opportunity to do that. All these women are coming after him, and he doesn't have an opportunity to really grow as a man. And that's, I mean, if they get married, I'm just terrified for what this would mean for that marriage, you know, and the quality of that marriage, okay? Dating is an excellent opportunity for a man, or boy, if you will, to grow and become a man and grow in selflessness. Okay, now there are amazing opportunities in life for men to grow in terms of self-sacrifice, grow in holiness, and live for others. And dating is a key component. You really want to take that to the next level, you get married, okay? Or you join the priesthood, you become a brother and get into consecrated religious life, okay? But take, for example, marriage, which is my vocation. But you get married, like you do not own your life anymore. You are living for your spouse, completely dedicated to her. And that's what that love should be, right? Like our love as men needs to mirror God's love for ancient Israel and Christ's love for the church. That's one of the most popular ways that we look at our relationship with God in sacred scripture, is it's a marriage, okay? And what did Christ do in terms of his marriage? He offered himself up. He let himself be innocently be captured, be scourged, be crowned, be, you know, whipped, you know, etc., and carry this cross, all for the love of his bride. Right? For it to be true love, we have to do this as men, and marriage will teach us selflessness. Now, if a guy doesn't learn how to be a real man and how to really sacrifice and give of himself and become selfless in the dating process and winning over his beloved, winning over his lady, then marriage is the next big opportunity. And if he doesn't do it in marriage, because it doesn't always happen, there's another fantastic opportunity for a married man. That's having children, okay? You have children, and that's a whole nother level of selflessness and pouring oneself out for these other lives around you who are completely dependent upon you as babies, to not only, you know, provide for them, you know, but also to love them, to care for them, be affectionate, just everything that they need. And they're absolutely needy in a completely beautiful way, right? Huge opportunities for men. what we see in our world, unfortunately, is just, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. It is so corrupt. It is so far from the vision of what God has for us. And yeah, it can be entertaining. And maybe people will be defending The Bachelor in the comments below. Like, if you feel strongly about that, express your opinion. I'm not opposed to that at all, okay? So go ahead and express your opinion. But there's just something deeply missing here. Something that lacks authentic, true, beautiful love. And the only way to tap into that is to tap into the love that God has for us and imitate that love, that self-sacrificial, complete, total giving of oneself to the other. That is when the church talks about love, and Pope St. John Paul II in the Theology of the Body talks about love. That's what we're talking about, is this deep, profound, rich giving of self. So what would The Bachelor look like if you were on, gentlemen? What would The Bachelorette look like if you were on, ladies? This might be a fun thing to talk about. Comment down below, right? What would The Bachelor, Bachelorette look like if you were The Bachelor or Bachelorette? How would you set it up? What would the requirements be? Would you have like a 24-hour adoration, where everybody stays up all night and you see who's still awake after 24 hours of adoring the Blessed Sacrament? Okay, that'd be interesting, right? Would you teach the other people how to pray the rosary? Like, what would your conditions be? It'd be awesome. Good stuff. All right, well, thanks for coming in for this reflection today. If you like this video, ladies and gents, if you want to see more of this, you can make that happen. Okay, subscribe below. Make sure to hit the bell icon and click that all button so that you'll be notified every time Passionately Catholic creates another video for you. Also, like the video. Please share it with others right below in YouTube. Share it with others. Comment below. Remember, if you ever have a prayer request, put that in below. If you want to pray for others, if you're willing to do that, to be selfless, to love somebody else, comment below next to their prayer and let them know that you're praying for them as well. Also consider checking out our page on Patreon. I wish you all God's blessings and peace, and I will see you soon.